Oh yeah. Did Logan ever get paid?
Floyd Mayweather's broke.
See me on the record talking.
Someone
I don't check out the photo.
in a comment sport. Your own.
Stop acting like we don't have it. That's my only thing. Don't act like, brother, you walking around here with a chain that's worth $1 million. You wearing $500,000 on your neck, 18 million on your wrist, and you telling me, Floyd,
Yeah.
you could change a lot of lives.
Mayweather is broke and owes people money.
Uncover how Floyd Mayweather's promotion company took out a huge PPP loan. But guess what? Only a part of it was forgiven.
Floyd Mayweather just released a statement that confirms his involvement in some shady real estate dealings. Live and on the record. It's a shocking twist, especially coming from someone known for his unshakable confidence and fearless approach to business. The man who built a billion-dollar empire with sharp defense and an unbreakable will in the boxing ring now finds himself backed into a corner, facing a storm of public scrutiny, legal challenges, and financial controversy.
The undefeated champ Floyd Money Mayweather, the man who made over $1 billion in his boxing career, is now at the center of a multi-million-dollar scam controversy. From luxury debt and court battles to crypto lawsuits and seized skyscrapers, it's a whirlwind of shocking claims. But how much of this is actually true?
Some time ago, Mayweather started making waves online with bold claims about his real estate investments in New York. Most notably, that he had purchased 62 residential apartment buildings in Manhattan for a staggering $42 million. This wasn't just a routine business move, it was a statement, a power play aimed at cementing his reputation as one of the richest athletes in history. The sheer scale of the deal turned heads and painted the picture of a man transitioning from boxing legend to real estate mogul. But as reports began to surface and people took a closer look, the numbers didn't just raise eyebrows, they set off alarms.
I'm on something. He look like a bum.
Floyd?
He was looking like a bum, had like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh yeah, I seen that too.
There's no way this man
seen
is
that
broke.
too.
There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is,
I don't know.
where the money went to?
Exactly.
You know what? Yeah, what y'all say earlier?
He ran up $1 billion.
What'd you say earlier, John?
What you just said?
Business Insider, known for its in-depth investigations and hard-hitting financial exposés, decided to take a closer look. And what they uncovered, or more accurately, what they didn't uncover, ignited a firestorm. According to their exclusive report, there was no evidence that Floyd Mayweather had actually completed the $42 million purchase. New York City property records, the definitive paper trail every real estate investor must navigate, showed no record of ownership transfer for any of the claimed buildings. Not a single one. Even the NYC Housing Partnership, a key organization involved in such transactions, confirmed they had not been informed of any pending sale or ownership change involving Mayweather. In the real estate world, where every square foot is documented and tracked, this absence of proof was more than suspicious. It was a glaring red flag.
Showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Then, in a recent live stream, Mayweather made a subtle, almost offhand admission. Look, when I say people are always going to hate, I mean it. When I went on social media to announce my new venture, the media twisted my words. Yes, even if I don't own 100% of the buildings, my vision is what matters. It was a rare moment of vulnerability, a quiet acknowledgement that the impressive numbers he had been promoting might not be as solid as he once claimed. For a man who built his entire persona on being untouchable, both inside and outside the ring, this was a revealing slip.
Did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather?
Nah, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize.
Joe Rogan also weighed in with his perspective during a recent episode of his podcast, offering a mix of admiration and concern. "Yeah, you give up something to get something," Rogan said. "I don't think you can be completely balanced and be the best ever, but it depends on how you're doing it." The thing that's so brilliant about Floyd Mayweather is that if you look at his career, he might have been really hit hard 4 or 5 times total, which is insane. But then came the kicker. The money. He spends so much of it. If he's planning for the future, he's got to keep it coming in. If you're going to keep spending the way he spends, the money has to keep flowing. He's only 46. He does this with everything. He's got $1 million watches.
You got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting. Floyd still trains when he doesn't have a fight.
He posted this a week ago of all of the Air Force Ones he buys. He only wears them once, and then gives them away to someone. One fresh pair a day.
Come on, man. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's a harsh assessment, but one that many in the financial world quietly agree with. Mayweather's lavish lifestyle, fleets of supercars, private jets, and diamond-encrusted timepieces requires a continuous flow of cash. Without a steady and reliable source of income, those extravagant expenses can quickly become financial quicksand, pulling even the wealthiest into trouble.
Just another ordinary day, chilling in the EWB Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWB is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need the leg lift. I know I ain't that tall, about 5'8.5". Some days 5'9", but it is what it is. Chilling, sitting right here watching the Thriller in Manila, Ali versus Frazier documentary. Come check it out.
This comes just days after Mayweather filed a defamation lawsuit against the media outlet and one of its reporters, Daniel Geiger. Filed earlier this month in the Southern District of New York, the lawsuit seeks at least $100 million in damages. The suit alleges that Geiger launched a campaign of harassment and defamation, marked by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorted the truth, but appeared to be fueled by a deep-seated bias against Mayweather's success. The decision to hit back through legal channels is classic Mayweather, an aggressive counterpunch in response to what he sees as a public attack on his empire.
News rumors claim Floyd Mayweather is broke, but he says he has 2 private jets, 100 buildings, and makes $300 million monthly. Mayweather insists he's built a $1 billion empire and is focused on generational wealth, even investing in real estate.
But the move comes with serious risks. Defamation cases are notoriously difficult to win, especially when the defense can support their reporting with evidence, or in this case, the absence of it. The stakes are high. If Business Insider can hie his way, prove their story was accurate and published without malice, Mayweather could not only lose the case, but face even greater financial and reputational fallout. In response to the growing controversy, Mayweather released a public statement denying that he had lied about the real estate deals. "I'm not a liar," he said, pushing back against the mounting skepticism. "I work hard to build my name and build my reputation." It was a familiar refrain, one he's used time and again to deflect criticism throughout his career.
Investments that I did was New York real estate. So it started off with 7 figures, and I was getting a certain amount of money every month. When I first gave them $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. So I said, yo, the money kept coming on the 18th every month. 50,000 would come in. I still was competing, I still was fighting, I still was active, and I still was making crazy money. I told the guys, well, I'm gonna bring y'all another 8 figures. I said,
But even in his bold words, there was a subtle crack in the armor. Speaking at the Real Deal's New York City Forum on May 7th, Mayweather addressed the growing rumors about his financial stability and alleged bankruptcy. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But if that's what you call going bankrupt, owning 2 private jets, 100 buildings, and being able to do whatever you want, then I'm pretty sure everybody wants to go bankrupt. It was a confident response, delivered with the trademark, swagger that helped make him a legend. Yet beneath the bravado, it also hinted at the mounting pressure he's facing.
Someone black. When my career is over, as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but as soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people say, oh, he's broke. Listen, I'm not here to talk about no one else's pocket.
For years, Mayweather has effortlessly dodged these questions just as easily as he once evaded left hooks in the ring. He's crafted an image of a financial genius, a self-made billionaire who never loses, whether in business or boxing. But as mounting numbers and increasing lawsuits come to light, the cracks in that carefully built story are becoming impossible to overlook. Business Insider, however, stands firm. A spokesperson told Front Office Sports, "We will vigorously defend against this baseless attempt to undermine our reporting and tarnish our journalists' reputation." Even those closest to Mayweather are beginning to question whether his lavish lifestyle can be sustained in the long run. Mayweather's past is marked by relentless extravagance. His social media feeds overflow with images of private jets, diamond-studded, watches, and luxury cars, each one more ostentatious than the last.
Options. I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Lambo.
He's infamous for placing million-dollar sports bets on a whim and traveling with an entourage so large it could fill a small theater. While this lifestyle is undeniably impressive, it comes with a hefty price tag. Insiders have pointed out that although Mayweather loves flaunting his latest luxury buys, he rarely mentions the ongoing expenses required to sustain such extravagance. Private jets alone can cost millions annually in fuel, maintenance, and crew salaries. A financial burden that even billionaires hesitate to take lightly.
This is how the champ does it. Yo, straight off the press conference where we're here at Neiman Marcus, this is how you do it, huh? Always.
Well, right now, I'm here because I gotta get my grandson something.
You've been doing it like this ever since I've known you.
And you know it.
It don't stop. Look at this. Grandson's super blessed. What are you getting him? Little piece or
whatever he wants.
Whatever he wants. Look at that. This is. I'm looking at $1 million.
What worries those close to him even more is Mayweather's growing dependence on exhibition fights to keep the money coming. Since his official retirement in 2017, he's taken part in a string of increasingly unusual matchups, facing off against everyone from YouTubers like Logan Paul to MMA fighters with little to no boxing experience. While these exhibitions have earned him decent paydays, they don't come close to the 9-figure sums he made at the peak of his career. Even more troubling, the sheer frequency of these fights has led some to question whether Mayweather is struggling to cover his rising expenses.
Interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen.
Adding to the uncertainty is Mayweather's ongoing legal battle over an alleged $42 million real estate deal in Manhattan. His choice to file a $100 million defamation lawsuit against Business Insider over their investigation into the deal has already cost him millions in legal fees, with no resolution in sight. This high-stakes litigation is a risky gamble for someone who claims to be financially secure, and it has only intensified the rumors surrounding his financial difficulties.
Time to go, let's go.
Meanwhile, the comparisons to Canelo Alvarez are becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. Unlike Mayweather, Canelo has taken a more balanced approach to managing his finances, building a diverse portfolio that includes real estate, businesses, and lucrative endorsement deals. His recent 4-fight agreement with Saudi Arabia's Riyadh season is rumored to be worth nearly $500 million, a sum that far surpasses the paydays Mayweather has been chasing in recent years.
Floyd's broke. You gotta understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion, Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao.
Richard Schaefer, who has been Canelo's business manager and is now also associated with Floyd Mayweather, recently spoke to The Ring magazine about the Mexican superstar's financial future. Canelo is, without a doubt, the smartest businessman in boxing I have ever met, Schaefer said, reflecting on his decades-long relationship with the fighter. Having worked with Canelo since his teenage years, Schaefer is confident that his client will soon surpass the $1 billion net worth milestone, a feat even Mayweather has struggled to reach.
Telling people that he's not sure he wants to fight anymore. And I think he's saying what he really believes. That doesn't mean that he won't fight. See, so I had lunch with some guy who knows Floyd. He's not that he's in the inner circle, but he knows him. And he said Floyd only likes to...
We're going to get him over that next hurdle. He's going to be the first fighter to break the $1 billion net worth mark. I have zero doubt about it. Probably by next year, Schaefer confidently stated. Unlike Mayweather, who has largely depended on his fighting career for income, Canelo has diversified his earnings through smart investments and long-term business deals. His agreement with Riyadh season alone is reportedly worth $400 million, and his recent fight against Billy Joe Saunders in Riyadh generated a staggering $80 million. With 3 more fights remaining on his Saudi contract and several potential blockbuster matchups on the horizon, Canelo is well on track to surpass his former rival by a wide margin.